I'm the Lonely Necron and welcome to my basement. So my most recent video, I proxied in a model I don't own to fight against models that I do. Today we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to proxy in a dragon from AOS as a seraptek heavy construct and have it fight against two other Titanic models that I have to see how well they do against it. Now, last game, it beat the Desecrator and lost to the Castellan, so I'm hoping that this game, it does a little bit better. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, I know that this looks like an AOS zombie dragon, but I swear to you, it's a seraptek heavy construct. And it normally has singularity generators, but in this case it's going to replace those with 2 synaptic obliterators and 2 transdimensional projectors. Because I like a flat 6 damage at a 6-foot range. It just makes for more enjoyable death dealing on the Necron side. Alright, so the first of the opponents for this guy today is going to be a Baneblade. It has a Baneblade cannon, 4 las cannons, 3 twin heavy bolters, 2 heavy flamers, an obliterator cannon, a heavy stubber, and a coaxial cannon. It's got a lot of stuff. I think that the Baneblade's probably going to wreck the construct the same way the Castellan did. It just has a lot of stuff that has 4-foot range that can definitely give the construct a bad day. On the right we have a Wraithknight with a star cannon, a sun cannon. Oh god, I don't remember. I have it written down. The heavy wraith cannon, the sun cannon, the star cannon, and something else. Jesus. Yeah. We'll talk about it when I get to the Wraithknight. The Baneblade is going to go up against the proxy first though. So we're going to set that up, roll to see out who goes first, and we'll do this happy thing. Well, in a shocking turn of events, the Baneblade gets to go first this time. The construct only won 1 out of 3 rolls, so... Alright, so start with the Baneblade. It's definitely going to move. Alright, so the Baneblade has moved up his maximum 10-inch movement. And we're going to shoot things. Unfortunately, the only thing within range is his Baneblade cannon. So yeah, we're going to shoot at the construct with that. Alright, well that's a good start. So the Baneblade did 12 points of damage to the construct proxy with its Baneblade cannon. That was pretty nice. It is the construct proxy's turn though, and it does go a ridiculous 16 inches forward, so... yeah, crazy times are coming for this tank here. So the construct proxy regained a wound from living metal, moved forward at 16, closing the gap to 3 feet. And now it's going to shoot with its synaptic obliterators. Well, unfortunately, only one of those actually made it through, doing 6 damage to the tank. Puts it at 24 wounds. I forgot that it has 30. 30 is a lot. Alright, well, that'll make it the Baneblade's turn. Pretty sure it's going to move just because it wants to be close to shoot with everything. Alright, so the Baneblade has moved forward. It's 10. It's probably going to sit here for the rest of the game and just shoot away at the construct. So, everything except for the twin heavy flamers and the demolisher cannon, which I might have called an obliterator cannon at the beginning. But yeah, everything else is in range. The las cannons, the coax, the Baneblade cannon, the twin heavy bolters. All that stuff is going into this guy, so maybe he'll survive. I'm really hoping he does. Alright, so the tank dumped everything it had into the construct proxy and did 14 damage. Taking the proxy down to 3 health, which is nuts. Alright, well, that makes it the proxy's turn. Alright, so the construct regained the health from living wounds, which puts it up to 4. It's still in the bottom bracket, so it only gets an 8-inch move, which it took. It is going to shoot with everything it has because it is within 24 inches, so the projectors will actually maybe hit now, but since it's hitting on a 5-up, anything is possible, so shooting phase. Well, awesomely enough, 2 of the Seraptek Obliterator shots did go through, doing 12 points of damage, putting the tank down to 12. Unfortunately, nothing else hit. 5-up hit really kind of sucks. Too far away to charge, so it goes back to the tank. Well, I was going to move the tank until I realized that he's actually... No, we should probably move... No, yeah. Now we'll just leave the tank there and shoot everything we have into the construct, so... Shooting phase for the tank. So at 12 health, the Baneblade's on the middle bracket, which means he's hitting on 5s. He was actually hitting on 5s much better than the construct proxy was, because it only took 3 weapons to kill it. The coax didn't hit anything, the las cannons didn't hit anything, but the Obliterator cannon absolutely hit. On 3 shots, and just wrecked that construct's world. Alright, so yeah, the Baneblade can kill a seraptek heavy construct. That's disconcerting. Alright, we're going to reset for the Wraithknight and do it again. Hopefully better results. Alright, so I looked up this guy's weapons because I'm dumb and I can't remember. So he has the heavy wraith cannon, a star cannon, a sun cannon, and a shatter cannon. He also won all 3 rolls, so he gets to go first. So he's going to move and probably shoot something. So this guy has a 12-inch move, which he took, but none of his guns are further than 4 feet, so he's actually a foot out of range, so he can't do anything else. Probably should have advanced him, but I didn't realize that his guns didn't go that far. Alright, well that makes it the proxy's turn. Alright, so the construct moved its ridiculous 16 inches forward, definitely helping the Wraithknight in its quest towards shortening the distance between them. This guy has no problem with shooting its guns, because 2 of them have a 6-foot range, which is ridiculous. And we're going to go ahead and do that now. So yeah, 2 Seraptek Obliterators to the face. When I made my Wraithknight, I wasn't really thinking about massive invulnerable saves with him. I was just like, ooh, big guy with lots of big guns, let's do that. Which is why he has no invulnerable save. So because of that, the -4 from the Seraptek Obliterators just wrecks him. 18 points of damage, flat out. So he went from 24 to 6. Wraithknight's not having a good day. But it is his turn, so maybe he can do something amazing right here. On the bottom bracket, the Wraithknight only has an 8-inch move. So he moved forward 8 inches, and now he's going to shoot with 3 out of the 4 weapons that are in range. Well, it seems that the Wraithknight is suffering from what the proxy construct suffered in the last game, trying to hit on 5s. None of his shots hit on 5s. Too far away to charge. He doesn't really have a melee weapon anyway beyond his titanic feet. So that'll make it the construct's turn. Alright, so an undamaged construct goes 16 inches, which got him real close to this Wraithknight. So he's going to go ahead and dump everything he has, both Seraptek Obliterators, both trans-dimensional projectors, into the Wraithknight. And we'll see if we can actually just kill this guy off. I didn't even make it to the trans-dimensional projectors. It, 3 of the Seraptek Obliterator shots wounded it. Since it can't save against them, that's an automatic fail in its part. So there's 18 damage flat out, which puts it -12. It didn't explode, unfortunately, but I think if you're doing negative damage to something, it should definitely explode. You shouldn't need to roll a 6 on it. Alright, so much like the last game, the big ginormous heavy weapons platform, the Knight Cathlin and the Baneblade, took out the construct with not a lot of problems. But the melee heavy, I guess, Desecrator, and the no invuln Wraithknight definitely got their asses kicked. So maybe someday when I've got the $600 you need to get the model plus the optional weaponry for it, I'll be able to afford an actual one, and then I can actually play with it. But I won't be using this proxy again in a game. I was just curious, like I said, because I found the sheet, and it seemed like a cool idea. I thought it was fun, so if you had a good time too, excellent. If you made it to the end of the video, I do appreciate it. My ramblings get a little weirder, it seems, from video to video. This was actually, like I said, this was a lot of fun to make, so I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Yeah, $600 I'm probably not going to find just laying around, so it's unlikely I'll ever be able to actually afford one of these guys, but the proxy was fun. Either way, have a wonderful day and stay blessed.